My first experience at Mayo Clinic was in 1971. I had Crohn's disease and was worsening, and saw my grandmother, and she said, you're not getting better. I said, no, I'm not. She goes, then we're going to Mayo Clinic. So she made the appointment and got the airline tickets and everything and brought me here. And it was a week that just changed my life. It was seeing a medical facility in a way that I never had before. They gave me all kinds of hope and assurance and put me in touch with a great GI in the hometown that I was in, who then proceeded to treat me for 25 years, on and off my visits coming here. And it just changed everything for me. I also had brain surgery here in 2001 for a double aneurysm. Dr. Frederick Meyer saved my life. And after that, I went home and realized that the anxiety, people would say, what's the worst part of some kind of recovery from brain surgery? And I said, well, it's not that it was really long and really slow. The worst part of it is being that far away from the Mayo Clinic. And I now volunteer at the Gift of Life House too, and I've talked to some of the patients there, the transplant patients that are there waiting to go home, but they're starting to have their anxiety when it gets close to the day that they're going, that they don't want to go home. They know they're going to be that far away, that their comfort level is here. So I just woke up one day and thought maybe I should just move there. I quit my job, sold my house, everything I owned, and started applying for jobs. Luckily found one in the Plumber building and moved here and live right downtown, and I'd love to have the experience of I didn't want to live where I was away from the patients. I wanted to be right downtown, so even like on weekends, and I'm out walking around during the day, and I see a lot of patients as they arrive, and they're wanting to know where churches are, what's open, where they can eat, what they can do. And they basically just want me to walk over and show them which door is the Mayo Clinic door that they're going to go in. I work in research administration, and it's a very good fit, I think, for me, because it's the intake office for all the MDs and PhDs that come from all over the world, 80 countries, that come here to do their research. And when they come into our office, they've just arrived in Rochester. They pretty much don't know where they are. And I feel for them because English isn't their first language, obviously. They read it very well, but speaking it is hard. It's difficult to communicate. But just appreciating the fact that they've left their homes, their families, their jobs, their universities to come here to learn what they can is just quite amazing. And I've developed friendships with these people. Actually, they are my friends because I think we're in the same kind of boat. They're here without family and friends, as I am. And so we have this connection, and because I'm downtown and I know that what they're thinking is, well, where's a laundromat? How do I get a new cell phone? Where do I go? The kind of basic things that everybody kind of maybe takes for granted that lives here because they haven't been faced with being in a foreign place, but to these people they do. So I consider myself kind of their Mayo mom when they're here to answer questions, and so they email me on a regular basis or stop into my office quite often just to ask where basic things are, good places to eat, things to do, that kind of stuff. So I wanted to come here. I wanted to be of service to patients in some way, even though I'm not in a position right now where I really have patient contact. I think I'm doing what I can to help these foreign visitors that come here for the length of time they're here, to help them, and that's a service that I think is needed and that they really appreciate. And then I volunteer at the Gift of Life House, so I do have some patient contact there with the people that are waiting to go home after their transplants. But I kind of want to help all patients, which is one reason that I kind of roam around downtown on Saturday and Sunday, because I can just tell obviously who the patients are. They have that kind of look like, where am I and which building is which and where do I go? So even in the morning when I walk to work, I walk into the Hilton and then I go through, and the minute I get into the Hilton and go to the Skywalk, I have people that just start following me and they're asking where do I go, and so I take them to their building or wherever they're going, and they're just so appreciative of it. It just makes their day that somebody just went out of their way to even get them to the right building, because they're nervous. They don't know what to expect. It's Monday morning.